I would like to thank the AIAA and Chairperson John Robinson from the Boeing Company, James Kennedy, the Director of NASA, and Bryce Casenti with Pratt & Whitney for this opportunity to present my concept for the cosmic matrix displacement model. The future of space exploration was reinvigorated in January when President Bush outlined his new space initiative for going back to the moon and beyond. Defining how to effectively and affordably meet the goals of going beyond Earth orbit has become a hot topic. My matrix concept will hopefully heat up the aerospace industry and allow us to bring the future of space exploration closer to the present. It normally takes me 2 hours to explain the displacement model for gravity and inertia. My 25-minute condensed version moves pretty fast, so I hope you all can keep up with me. Results from empirical evidence related to electromagnetism and the transference of magnetic induction in some ferrous metals in magnetic fields, combined with the precepts of the space-time quantum vacuum, were used to develop a concept for gravity and inertia. The new theory, based upon Einstein's efforts to integrate light and gravity, develops primary attributes for the fundamental physics of space, time, forces, and energy exchange. The conceptual quantum model shows that it is necessary to reinterpret the relationship between electromagnetism and inertia and gravitation. This includes the correlation between the strong force, the electroweak force, and gravity. The energy exchange attributes of the relativistic space-time explains the wave-particle duality of light and the properties of the quantum vacuum that we call cosmic matrix.
The objective of the present work is to demonstrate a correlation between the electromagnetic force and the energy exchange attributes of the quantum vacuum. The purpose of this work is to unify electromagnetism and gravitation in an attempt to unite all forces in the context of the quantum gauge field theory. The cosmic matrix displacement model, or CMD model, is one possible explanation for the quantum vacuum and its energy exchange attributes. But the CMD model is the only concept that not only provides an explanation for gravity and inertia, it also provides an experiment to construct an artificial gravity generator, or AGG. The experiment will, without a doubt, prove that my concept is valid, or prove that the CMD model does not define the properties of the quantum vacuum. The small artificial gravity generator prototype shown here has been designed with a superdense spinning disk, suspended by powerful magnetic bearings and linear accelerators to increase its angular momentum, all of which are encased in a structural vacuum chamber. If the prototype artificial gravity generator is successful, 4 AGGs would be mounted in a structural frame, with gimbals on each AGG for directional stability. By locating very dense weights above the AGGs that slide in and out of the gravity vector lines of force, it will be possible to move the vehicle in any direction in Earth's gravitational field or any coordinate location in outer space. Place a control compartment over the top of the structure and a landing gear equipment pod on the underside of the structure. Tilt the AGG pods and move the weights into the gravity vector lines of force and fly into orbit at any appropriate velocity. Now the difficult task is to define gravity and inertia and explain how they are related to the strong nuclear force and the electroweak force in the 20 minutes remaining. The fundamental assumptions of the cosmic matrix displacement model is that the space-time quantum vacuum, or Einstein's cosmological constant, commonly known as empty space, has specific attributes that generate the 3 variations of one force in the universe that we call quantum displacement gravity. The 3 variations of displacement gravity that account for all interactions in the universe are the strong displacement gravity force, the electroweak displacement gravity force, and gravity fields. To explain the 3 force variations, it is necessary to give you a brief overview of the cosmic matrix displacement model, or CMD model, and the most appropriate example is to demonstrate how a hydrogen atom was formed during the initial expansion of the universe. Remember, no one will ever see the actual image of the subatomic world or go back to the beginning of the universe. But if we can build an artificial gravity generator using the CMD model attributes, maybe the assumptions of the CMD are correct. At the end of my presentation, I will outline the requirements for a gravity generator experiment. To digress here for a moment, Stephen Hawking stated, Einstein was wrong when he said God does not play dice. Consideration of black holes suggests not only does God play dice, but that he sometimes confuses us by throwing them where they can't be seen. The cosmic matrix displacement model asserts that the basic energy exchange entities formed from the cosmic matrix substance that existed prior to the universe creation. The attributes of the pre-universe matrix were non-compressibility, perfect uniformity, and zero friction if motion occurred. Many contemporary theorists believe that the superstring theory may resolve all of the open problems of the standard model. The string theory embodies a very high degree of symmetry and generalizes both the symmetry of the standard model and the general coordinate invariance of general relativity. According to the string theory and its successor, the M theory and others, the fundamental building blocks of nature are not point-like elementary particles, but tiny one-dimensional vibrating strings. The cosmic matrix displacement model expands upon the string theory and asserts that the one-dimensional vibrating strings are actually four-dimensional vortispheres that statically fill the universe and transfer 100% of their motion energy as they rebound off of each other. The CMD model asserts that the pre-universe matrix was void of all matter and all motion, and void of time. I would like to comment here that the matrix concept is based upon speculation, but all new concepts must start somewhere. When motion did occur in the space-time quantum vacuum, vortispheres formed from the matrix substance with a shear sphere boundary layer between the still matrix and the moving vortispheres. The vortispheres continue to form and expand exponentially out through the new universe, and were rebounding off of each other, transferring 100% of their motion energy to the next vortisphere upon impact, with zero friction loss. With VS1 motion, time began as we know it. The minute length of time it takes a vortisphere to move across the matrix gap and impact the next vortisphere establishes the average speed of light at 299,793,458 meters per second. As the vortispheres expanded into the new universe, they created an enormous inward pressure on the initial core of vortispheres. The pressure then collapsed the core vortispheres into vortisphere 2s or VS2s with twice the volume of vortisphere 1s or VS1s. The newly formed space between the VS2s caused the surrounding VS1s to slam the core VS2s inward to impact at the center and instantly rebound out into the new universe through the vortisphere 1 matrix at significantly less than the speed of light. The expanding mass of VS2s sustained their motion velocity by inertia. That is a direct result of displacement gravity. You can see in this simplified animation that VS1s in front of the moving VS2 must move out of the way in front, resulting in more VS1s rebounding in the rear of the VS2, and produces sustained VS2 velocity until it impacts another VS2. A VS2 displaces VS1s as it moves through the cosmic matrix, and results in more VS1s rebounding off the surface of the VS2 sphere than rebounding without the VS2 displacement. When two VS2s approach each other, there are less VS1s between the VS2s than around them. The two VS2s are pushed or moved towards each other. Displacement of VS1s is the basic principle of gravity for all matter in the universe.